Hello everybody, it's Wendy, and today we are going to make a necklace using beautiful products from the Adornable Elements Beads of the Month Club for January 2023, and also some products from my own stash. So first of all, our encouraging word for today is life is tough, but so are you. So just get some attitude and tell life that you are as tough as it is, okay? All right, so what we've got here is the Adornable Elements Gemstones of the Month Club is the one that I had this month, and it is so pretty. So we had this beautiful little pendant, and I wanted to do something with it, but I wasn't sure. I didn't know if you could glue a bead in here, so the 6mm beads don't go in there, and this doesn't open, so I wasn't quite sure. I've never seen one like this before. It's really pretty. I just wasn't sure what to do with it. So I think I've come up with an idea. So we're going to be using a piece of chain. Now this is just chain from my own stash, and you can use any chain that you have, really. So this is my little chain. I have some eye pins. We're going to need a bunch of eye pins. And then from the box, I'm using the 6mm lapis, the lapis rondelles, one of the teardrops, and then I've added in several things from my own stash because I wanted to add some color in. These boxes tend to be very monochromatic, and I'm still kind of staying in a monochromatic color scheme, but I wanted to add in just a few other things. So I have these really pretty little sparkly, I don't know, these are like little oval beads. They're faceted, but I like them because they brought in some green and they've got the blue in there, and so I thought they'd be really pretty. And then I had these little champagne colored, luster coated little round guys here. These are 4mm. And then I had these really pretty, and they've got this kind of gold finish on them as well. Just a lot of sparkle. I'm trying to add some sparkle in. And then these beautiful twist. These just are gorgeous. They almost look fiber optic inside there. So I am pulling in like the blue, some of the teal. These are a little more teal. These have the teal in them and a little purple even. And then some champagne color. And I know that a lot of people don't really pull in champagne with silver or gold with silver, but I like to mix the metals. I think it's really pretty to mix metals. I have a couple ball head pins here we're going to do some dangles on this little chain here. And then I've just got some jump rings. Now you will need one jump ring that's kind of bigger and thinner, okay? So that's this one. It's a 8mm, and it's going to hang my teardrop. And because these are briolette drilled, you kind of have to go through, you know, the top this way. And I'm going to use the jump ring to do that, and we'll see how it turns out. I don't know. We'll give it a try. I have the toggle clasp here, this really pretty flower printed toggle clasp. We're going to use that. And then I have some teeny tiny bead caps. These are available on my website if you're interested. They are teeny little 4mm bead caps, but they look so cute on these smaller beads. So let me show you what I mean here. So this one, they just are really cute on tiny beads. And I've got these 4mm and then these barrel beads. So look at that. Whoops, let me get the camera to do its job today. There we go. Isn't that cute? Little teeny bead cap on there. Okay. So we're going to use some of those. And that is everything, I think. If there's anything else, we'll get it when we get it. We'll get to it. And your tools, of course. So I've got my chain nose pliers, my cutters, and my round nose pliers. And usually I have a couple pairs of chain nose pliers out here. So, you know, these are what I've got today. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're going to do, this is going to be a little bit asymmetrical. I'm just going to move some of the beads here and the clasp and stuff just up out of the way a little bit. I'm just going to put them up here so we can get to them, but they're not so in the way. Alrighty. So what I'm going to do is take this chain. It's going to go through this piece right here. and dangle, just a little. I don't want a big, huge dangle, just a little tiny dangle. And I wanted to hang this teardrop from the end of it. I thought that would be so cute to do. So let's take our big jump ring. I would love to be able to use a smaller jump ring on this, but I don't think that it will work. So this is a thin, fairly thin and fairly large. Yeah, and see, it goes right through there. And then I'm just going to hang it right here on this little link, maybe. Oh, is it too fat to go through the link? You gotta be kidding me. This is a thin jump ring. That is a small link, though. So, let me see if I can get away with a little bit smaller jump ring. I don't think I can, but let's give it an effort and just see. This is a little bit smaller. It's 6 millimeter, I think. Maybe. Oh, yeah, that will work. That's a little bit smaller than the other one. I still don't think it's going to go through that teeny tiny hole, though. I don't think it is. No, it's just too thick for that. So what I'm going to do is I am going to check my other end and see. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to cut this piece off right here. Right here, and then we'll just use the, it's got a jump ring on here. We'll just put it right through there, because it'll definitely fit through this jump ring. So if you have chain, you know, whatever you've got with your links will probably be a little bit bigger than that. And that's what we need. So there we go. And that is going to keep that from coming back through. So it will hang right through this little pendant piece. Okay. We're going to use this chain again over on the other side, I think. Maybe. I can't decide. I kind of want to and I kind of don't. So anyway, we're going to just lay this like this. And then I'm going to go ahead. Let's see here. How do I want to do this? I like this little, that's really cute, but I don't think that I'm actually going to use that link because this would have to attach to it, which I could do that. I could attach this to it and then it would just dangle and we could make like a Y-shaped necklace. That would be kind of cool, actually. Let's just take a small jump ring. Watch this. This will be an interesting little... So let's take a small jump ring here. And let's just take this and attach this chain. Now I'm leaving a little bit dangling out of the bottom. Maybe a little bit less than that. And I'm just going to attach this chain with the jump ring. So, you know, this chain that I've got has these little jump rings hooking the links together. So I'm going to take this jump ring, put it through that jump ring, and I'm going to attach it right here. And it's going to make kind of a Y necklace then. And we'll still have our little dangle through there. We'll see how that hangs. I don't know if it's, I mean, if it spins around, but I think when we put the other Y on, it'll probably be okay. So let's just try that and see. If not, I can always open it up and attach it with its jump ring to that, but I think this will work. So that's going to come out that way. And then over here on the other side, we're going to make a bunch of links and use these beads. And I kind of wanted the asymmetrical look, so I wanted this chain on this side and the beads on the other side. So over here, we're just going to do like our own, whatever we want to do, okay? So I think I will take one of these small bead caps. These little teeny tiny guys, they are so cute. And put one of these barrel beads in it. See that? They're so cute. Okay, another bead cap. So this is going to go up this side. And you kind of have to decide how long you want this necklace to hang on you. Now, I do not want it to hang long. I want it to be short on me because this style of necklace, I don't like to be real long. I think I will add a rondelle in here. Or do I want to add a round bead? And you just kind of play around with it. It totally, I like that. It's totally your own creative control. Let me not forget these guys, these sparkly dudes over here. And then I'm going to add on one of these little guys, again, with some bead caps. One of these little champagne colored beads. Yeah, this is pretty. It's going to be pretty. All right, and then we're just going to make a loop on this end. So we're creating our own link, basically. So you want to come right above your bead here, bend it 90 degrees, just like that. And then you want to cut off. I like smaller loops. Okay, so I'm bending 90 degrees, cutting it right about my finger's width. Then I'm going to take my round nose pliers and roll back. I'm sorry if you can hear my robo back. He is working hard today. I named him Petbot. Chris got him for me for Christmas. And I love the thing. It's a hard-working little machine, and it vacuums all day long if I want it to. It's really cool. And it's not one of the super expensive ones. We didn't get one of those. We just got it. Actually, it's refurbished, but it works just fine. Does a great job. Okay, so let's see. Let's put one of these guys on here now. Those are so pretty. Actually, though, I feel like I need another lapis bead. So let's do a lapis rondelle and then this guy. Yeah, that looks better. I definitely need to keep the lapis in there. And then let's try one of these bigger champagne beads. That's pretty. And then I need something blue on the end of it. Let's do another rondelle. Let's see how that looks. Let's try one of these guys. I like that better. I don't know why, but I do. All right, so let's bend this 90 degrees. Whoops. And I don't really need to trim this one, maybe just a tad. And then we'll roll our loop back. Okay, so just like this. And see how we're creating links. These are going to link together up the whole side of this necklace. So what you need to do is just decide how you want yours to look and go ahead and create your links until you get to the length of the necklace that you want. And remember, you're going to have your clasp on here as well. So, you know, add in a little space for your clasp, about an inch, I would say. But go ahead and bead up this side until you get the length of the necklace that you want. Now, I have got, let me measure this and I'll tell you exactly how long mine is. I didn't even measure this chain. This is the piece I had, so that's what I went with. And we'll see if it's, I like these kind of necklaces to be right around 21 inches. This is about 10 and a half. Yeah, so 10 and a half over here would be about 21. So that would be about perfect for me. I could cut it a little shorter even in May, but just go ahead and bead on up here, make your links until you get to the length of the necklace that you want, and then come on back. Okay, so I've made my whole chain up the side, and I haven't hooked it together yet because I just wanted to note that I use small, tiny jump rings to hook these together. You can hook the links just, you know, together to each other if you want, but I have found that if I use a tiny jump ring between each link, that it really, really helps the necklace to lay better. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my jump rings and I'm just going to hook these together all the way up the side here. And a couple of design elements that I'll just point out, and this is totally just my own personal preference. Like I said, you design things the way that you want, but whoops. I made a point to kind of space the colors out. Like I didn't want to put too many champagne beads together. That's one thing that I chose to do on this one. Also, I wanted to be sure and do even out the big and small beads. So if you look, let me turn him over. If you look, I've got, you know, these are pretty small here because this is pretty big and heavy. Not heavy, but heavy in looks, you know, big. So then up here, I've put some bigger beads, spacing them out. And then, you know, I've done some smaller, and then here are some bigger. Here are some, you know, some of the smaller. So I kind of do space those out, and I just wanted to note that. That's just how I do it. You can do it however you want. And so I am going to go ahead and hook these all together, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I have linked everything together all the way up the sides, and now I'm going to make a couple of dangles here. I wanted to put some little dangles around this, I think. I don't know, we'll see. So I'm going to use these little bead caps and just do like a single bead with the bead caps on each one, like this. Really, really cute. And I'm just going to make, these are ball head pins, and with ball head pins, I like to do wrapped loops. These are thick ball head pins, though. Normally, they're thinner. So these are actually kind of hard to wrap, but I'm going to go ahead and see if I can. So you come up and over, you bend your 90 degrees, and you come up and over, and then you come under here. And I have a video showing how to make wrapped loops and regular loops, so if you want to check that out, I do have that video. And then I'm just going to wrap a couple of times. Okay, so just like this, and I'm going to trim it off. And if it sticks out a little, you need to try to tuck it with your plier so it doesn't get caught on anything. And there is a little wrapped loop dangle. So I think that I want to put a couple of them up here, but I'm not sure. I'm really not. I wanted to keep this very simple. And my jump ring right there is not closed very good. That's important. So yeah, I wanted to keep this very simple, but I thought it would be cute to put a couple of the little wrapped, but I don't know, it may be too much. Let's see, let me fix that first. And then let me get a thinner ball head pin. Those ball head pins are just, see, here's a much thinner version. Let's check it out on this. It might work better. I just don't want it to be real bulky. This is a much thinner version. So I just come up a little from the bead here. I bend this 90 degrees. Then you grab right in the bend with your pliers, and you come up and over, and then wrap. We'll see if this one looks a little bit less. The other one I think is just a little bulkier. And see how this is so thin I can just wrap with my finger. I'm just going to go around a couple times like that. I just don't want it to be too much. See if that looks better. Yeah, it's a little less bulky. So let's make a couple of these with the thinner ball head pins. Let's see. That's a big, huge one. I don't really want to use that. Let me see what I've got that's thinner here. I ended up with those, I think they're stainless steel, and they're really nice, but they're super thick for ball head pins. I don't seem to have a lot of the thinner ones either. I need to need to order some. Excuse me, my throat is messed up right now. Yeah, I don't have too many of the thinner ones, do I? Not in silver. I may not be making dangles. Here's one that's not quite as bright. It's a duller silver. That's okay. I don't mind that, but see how easy these are? These are just like, I mean, you can just take your finger and wrap them. They're so easy, but normally they're this way. And I don't know why those other ones are so thick. I don't really like them that thick. I mean, they're kind of nice, I guess, but I prefer the thinner. So I don't know if I will do this or not with these little dangles. I kind of wanted to, but then again, I like the simplicity of just this one little teardrop hanging down there. I think I'm going to leave it at that. I don't think I'm even going to do this. So, okay, so then all we need to do is put our clasp on, because we are at the end So let's go ahead and do that. And I'm just going to use the smaller jump rings that I've got here. Now, we're going to put the ring part of our clasp on the part with the beads over here. And I'm going to put the bar part on the other side. Yeah, make sure that's closed up really good. And here again, I have this little tiny link that I don't think any of these jump rings are going to fit through. So I may end up having to trim that off and use the other. We'll try this one, but excuse me, I'm allergic to our cat. And it's been coming, oh, that one does fit through there. It's been coming in the house because it's been so cold here. And it's messing with me big time. That's one reason I had the RoboVac going over there. All right. So there we have it. I think it's pretty. And this is going to hang when you put this on your body. This part that we jump ring to here to do the Y shape is going to hang just like this because it's going to lay against your body. I may add one more ring over here because this side seems a little bit shorter. So let me just add another jump ring to this because I don't want it to be uneven. Let me just add another ring. I'm going to keep that one on there because it's thin enough to fit through that. Well, maybe. Did I just lose it? There it is. It's thin enough to fit through this little piece of chain right here. So the Adornable Elements Beads of the Month Club, they have all different clubs. There's like, I mean, so many different ones that you can choose from. I'm actually going to add one more on here just to be sure. And you sign up for them on their website, which I will link in the description box below. And it's a monthly beading subscription. And I do have some unboxings, a playlist of unboxings. You can check that out. It's under the Adornable Elements playlist. But I have a coupon code available for 10% off of the first month's box of each one that you sign up for. Goodness, my throat. So they are very generous in offering 10% off of the first month's box for each box that you sign up for. So check them out, Adornable Elements Beads of the Month Club. I had the Gemstones of the Month Club this month, so it's this beautiful lapis, and it comes with a findings, or you can do the optional findings pack if you want. It's a really great deal. So check them out, and I am going to take this over to the light box, and we're going to put it on the light box and look at it, okay? So I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are in the light box, and as you can see, I did decide to hang a couple of the little the little dangles on there. It just needed it. It was kind of weird looking without the little, you know, I just hung these right on the chain. That's all I did. So it needed them, but I think it turned out really cute. So there it is. It's beaded all the way up on one side, the chain on the other side. Very asymmetrical. So yeah, love this. I think it turned out good. My little teardrop is hanging sideways. It hasn't, yeah. I'll have to flip him around a little bit. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like it and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.